Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most mysterious and debated questions in the Bible. What exactly was the forbidden fruit that Adam and Eve ate? Was it really just an apple? I don't think so, and by the end of this video, neither will you. Let's get into it. When God created Adam and Eve, He placed them in the Garden of Eden, a perfect paradise. But there was one rule: do not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So what is this tree of knowledge of good and evil? Was it a literal tree, a symbol? Was the fruit an apple? Let's be honest. Why would God expel His most loved creation from paradise for eating a simple piece of fruit? That just doesn't add up. Besides, we eat apples every day, and we're still here. So maybe the apple was never the point. Maybe it was symbolic. The idea that the fruit was an apple mostly comes from later translations, especially Latin. The Latin word malum means both apple and evil. So over time, people just assumed it was an apple. But think about this. Why do so many music videos, films, and even celebrity performances use the image of someone biting into an apple, especially in scenes dealing with temptation or power? They're not promoting healthy eating. They're referencing this exact story and the deeper meaning behind it. Some people say the forbidden fruit was actually sexual intercourse. But let's take a look at Genesis 1:28. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth." If God blessed them to procreate, then sex within marriage was clearly part of His original design. He even created them with reproductive organs. Why? Just for decoration? Of course not. So no, the forbidden fruit wasn't sex. That theory doesn't hold up biblically. Here's what I believe. The forbidden fruit represents a type of forbidden knowledge or power, something outside of God's will, something humans were never meant to access on their own. Let's go back to what the serpent told Eve. You won't die. God knows that if you eat it, your eyes will be opened and you'll be like God. Sound familiar? You've probably heard New Age teachers say things like, "We're all gods. Raise your consciousness. Become divine." That's not just motivational talk. That's the exact same lie told in the garden. Let me tell you straight up. The forbidden fruit wasn't just about breaking a rule. It was the moment humanity chose rebellion, and with it, something I believe closely resembles witchcraft. Now, I know some of you didn't see that coming, but hear me out. Witchcraft isn't just spells and rituals. It's about seeking power, knowledge, or control outside of God's authority. And that's exactly what Eve did. She believed the serpent's lie. She reached for wisdom that God had not given. She stepped out of divine protection and introduced Adam to it too. Their eyes were opened, but not in a good way. They became aware of shame, of sin, of separation. So no, the forbidden fruit wasn't an apple or sex. It was an invitation to rebellion, a doorway to witchcraft. And that's why they were banished, not because of fruit, but because of disobedience and pride. But this is just the beginning. In part 2, we're going to go even deeper into how the fall of man connects to witchcraft today, and why that ancient lie is still being sold to people in 2025. So make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and drop a comment. What do you think the forbidden fruit really was? Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.